Hello everyone and welcome to my mess of a channel. My name is Tay and I'm on a one-woman mission to piss off the entire K-pop community one fandom at a time. Today's victims would be nctzens, but to be an nctzen is to be a victim in itself, so I'm not breaking any new ground here. NCT through all of their units have released a lot of music, and thanks to having a tasteless fandom, some of their best work has often gone overlooked. So now I'm here to remind you all of what you're missing when you skip over half the Neo's discography. Side note, I won't include many newer songs since we haven't had enough time with them to truly know if they're going to be overlooked by nctzens long term. Without further ado, let's get into this mess. NCTU, yesterday you'll ignore NCT's serious songs in favor of things such as Walking with the Cheese. That's the case, so I will stand for this injustice no longer. This song has everything. Meaningful lyrics, a jazz-inspired instrumental, 90s nostalgia vibes, Lucas giving his best Dr. Seuss rhymes, and yet it never gets its proper respect. I partially blame SM since this was the one Empathy title track that wasn't promoted and it was released after the album, so it was overshadowed by Black on Black. But I also blame nctzens because nctzens deserve to be blamed for everything. Climate change. It was the nctzens NCTU timeless. I'll admit to my own hypocrisy here. For a few years I was not the biggest fan of this song because I don't particularly enjoy ballads. But after seeing it live, after opening my eyes and ears to the masterpiece that this song is, I'm finally seeing the truth that has been in front of me all along. Do Young, Jaehyun, and Taeil are an unstoppable trio, and it still baffles me that they don't release more music as a unit. Jaehyun's rich baritone mixed with Taeil's mind-blowing high notes and Do Young rounding out the middle with this 3 times divorced gut-wrenching emotional delivery is a recipe for auditory bliss. If you can keep my attention throughout a slow ballad, that's how you know you've got a gem on your hands. NCTU, without you I'm not sure what 80s power pop treasure vault the SM producers broke into while composing this song, but I need them to find their way back to it, or at least let NCT release more arc-inspired songs. Without You isn't anything groundbreaking from a musical standpoint, but the right vibes are there. This song makes you want to drive down the west coast in a convertible with your hair blowing in the wind and the scent of the ocean surrounding you. It makes you want to binge watch early 2000s chick flicks that take place on the beach. It makes you want to march up to the SM building and demand an official album from this trio. That last one isn't a bad idea. Gear up, ladies. We ride at dawn. NCTU faded in my last song. I know this was one of the most popular songs from the entire 2020 project, but I still feel like it's underrated in NCT's catalog as a whole. Nobody in K-pop can do Private Room in a Las Vegas nightclub music as well as NCT. There's something about an NCT song when it has the perfect blend of vocals, a strong bass line, and minimal involvement with the instruments. That shit is unmatched by anyone else in the K-pop industry. Do not argue with me. NCTU work it. All you remember about this song is John's ridiculous hair. Don't lie to me. Some of you hate fun and it shows. I like when artists can goof off and make a song with zero meaning and have fun with it. Not everything needs to be a Shakespearean soliloquy about the inner workings of the human subconscious. Sometimes you just need a song about shaking your ass wavy after midnight. While this song isn't as underrated as some of the others on the list, you'll only hype certain wavy songs for the wrong reasons. We get it. The lyrics are suggestive. But have you ever actually, I don't know, listened to the song itself? Have you heard the final chorus and the ad-libs? Did you listen to what the vocalists did here? Imagine ignoring the perfect synth pop you're being given just because you want to giggle at the inappropriate lyrics. Couldn't be me. Wave. Say it. I miss the days when LDN Noise had SM artists in a chokehold, and we deserved more collaborations between them and Wavy. Since K-pop has moved away from its EDM phase, it's unlikely that we'll get more songs from Wavy in this genre, which makes it even more hurtful that nctzens refuse to appreciate this song at all. This entire video is turning into a reason for me to rag on nctzens, which again, is deserved. Wavy King of Hearts. You'll let love talk overshadow this song and I will never forgive you for it. If you're sad and single, just say so, but don't sleep on this song just because you yourself don't have a King of Hearts. That's the only reason I can think of as to why someone would purposefully ignore this song as one of the best things Wavy has ever blessed our ears with. NCT Dream. La la love. I've said it for several years and I will keep saying it at every opportunity. La La Love is NCT Dream's best song and I will never be convinced otherwise. Yes, 123 is a strong contender for second place but she's still in second place, sweetheart. La La Love is the purest, most innocent, most relaxing and laid back song in NCT's entire discography. It's so pure and youthful without coming across as a gimmick. It's perfect for listening to at the beach, or on the bus, or fighting an army of evil aliens. La La Love is the best song for any purpose, reason, or occasion, and y'all will finally give her the flowers she deserves. NCT Dream 1, 2, 3. Speaking of second place, how do y'all not only sleep on NCT Dream's best song, but also underhype their second best? Yes, 123 does get recognition from nctzens, but it deserves far more. She was ahead of the 2000s revival trend, she gave pure boy band R&B, she kept things cute and PG for the dreamies when they wanted to start singing about grown people activities. She was here for nctzens, for the industry, when we needed her the most. And y'all never gave her the proper credit for any of her contributions to society. NCT Dream. Dreaming. I know I said I wouldn't include as many newer songs, but I couldn't ignore the ignoring of this absolute banger. Is it giving SF9 jealous energy? Yes. Is it high-key SM's fault that nctzens generally don't acknowledge its existence because of the awful way the 2021 yearbook was slapped together and promoted? Yes. Does that mean I won't still blame nctzens? Have you not been paying attention through the rest of this video? This song slaps up, down, left and right and I'm tired of y'all acting like it doesn't. NCT Dream 119. With everyone up in arms about dripping, it's a bit surprising that 119 flew relatively under the radar in comparison when it was 10 times better, and actually a lot more suggestive than dripping was, because dripping wasn't even suggestive at all. You all just don't understand what a metaphor is, but that's a discussion for another day. Anyway, 119 is the borderline aggressive hoe anthem y'all tried to make dripping out to be, and the way Jeno says, twisted, unmatched, unrevealed, unparalleled. NCT 127. Save. I couldn't tell you if this song is about saving the environment or saving 15% or more on your car insurance or saving memories, which doesn't make any sense because memories are already saved. That's what makes them memories. But I do know when I hear 127 till infinite time dance and then that drop hits. Bitch, it's over. Everybody move out the way. No other K-pop group does EDM the way 127 does, and I feel like that's all thanks to Taeyil. Something about his sharp and clear voice on top of what are already piercing beats just works. Maybe if other groups had Moon Taeyil, they'd make good EDM too. NCT 127. Another world. Let me take you on a journey back to Mama 2016. It's 4 AM, I'm in my dorm, sleep deprived, and live streaming the ceremony. All year, 127 has barely been promoted because they're still awkward rookies at this point. They haven't had a chance to perform their B-sides for large audiences. They only have one mini-album to their name and are about to take the stage at the One Award show where it's custom for artists to perform their B-sides. Another World is their best release so far, and as their stage begins, so do the opening notes for the song. My elation causes me to freeze and place a death grip on the jar of peanut butter I'm snacking on. This is it. Finally, the other 8 members of the fandom, K-pop stans all over the world, and anyone else who may just happen to be watching, will finally get to hear 127's best song, and see the musical potential this group will have going forward. The music gets louder, 127 are in position, ready to start dancing at any moment, and at that moment, Taeyong steps ahead of the other members and utters, "Fire truck," and with that, all hope is lost. nctzens have never and will never acknowledge that this hidden gem of a song exists, and even Moon Taeyil himself finally performing it over half a decade later was not enough to wake you people up to the truth. I give up. NCT 127. Paradise. I don't have much to say about this song. I just think it's cute and we don't talk about it enough. Moving on. NCT 127. Sun and Moon. I don't need to explain myself with this one. Why do you not want to bless your ears with this on the regular? It's because you're nctzens and there's something not right about you. NCT 127. Replay. This is another song I feel like is loved for the wrong reasons. I know many of us feel nostalgia for the Neo City tour when we hear it because it was one of the most memorable parts of the concert. I can't hear this without feeling like I'm right back in that venue waving my light stick and shouting I just want to be loved in unison with thousands of strangers. But I feel like we, myself obviously included, never truly sit back and realize how good of a song this actually is. The combination of it being a fun, jump around at the concert sound but the lyrics being downright depressing isn't unheard of in music. In fact, it's quite common. However, with the entire point of the song being dance the sadness away and pretend I'm happy for at least a few minutes, but the song ending on the dance music dropping out as the members just sing about their heartache. This song is a lot deeper than we give it credit for. NCT127. Run back to you bass bot, my beloved. I've watched you grow from a little SM Rookie's rooftop dance video to an overlooked EDM masterpiece buried deep within NCT's catalog. I know they all act like you're not, yet another example of how putting 127's vocals over a strong EDM beat will almost always result in something downright magical. But it's okay. I love you and that's what matters. NCT127. Sit down. NCT has released quite a few it's time to beat a bitch's ass types of songs, but this one feels extra dirty, extra grimy, like the Neos are about to jump that one person that hasn't been able to keep their mouth shut recently. You can keep your stickers and lemonades and misfits and whatnots, because this right here is NCT noise at its finest. It's loud, angry, rebellious, sounds like it was birthed at a construction site. If someone pulled up in my neighborhood blasting this at my house, you'd probably never hear from me again. This song gives smack a bitch energy, and now I won't be satisfied until I get an NCT and Rico Nasty collaboration. And there we have it. Those are the songs I love that you don't love because you're tasteless and nctzens, which is sad. Like, pick a singular struggle, my friend. Anyway, if you disagree with my list or think some of these songs aren't as ignored as I made it sound or they're not that underrated, that's cool. I like that you have an opinion. Having an opinion is cool, isn't it? Even if it's different from mine. Amazing how that works. Anyway, see you in my next video. If love talk stands, don't burn my house down before then. XOXO Gossip Girl.